it. Then after that, we dilute it together. Then after that, we coat this product during mixing. We call it celery. You can see here celery. Then after that, we coat it onto a PET film. Because the PET film is after completed, we call the product is green sheet. Coating is a coating. At the side there, the yellow one you can see slip coating. We use spray. The method is we spray after mixing this now on the PET film. Then after that we print. We print the pattern of our chip inside here. This is just an illustration of it. It's about 7,000 to 8,000 in one piece of this in one piece. Yeah. We print it on top there. Then after that we laminate it. We together according to the capacitor required. Example is 300. We print it 300. And then after that we do terminating. Where we put this forming the electrode. And then after that we do firing, meaning we put inside an oven with about 1,000 plus Celsius. We burn it to strengthen the things to make it hard, so that it becomes harder. Then after that we do plating again on the other side, each side of this capacitor, so that easier for it to be installed to the PC board. And then we do inspection to segregate the good and the bad one. And after that we put inside the casing, we call it taping. And after that we do shipment to our customer. And that is all actually for our how we produce our product. And besides that, we have some activities for our staff here in Taiyo Yuden, so that they, besides giving the hard work, they also have some activities to them and enjoy after working hours. Besides also because quality is essential. Just now we are mentioning about smart product. We have to train every staff coming to our organization. We have to train them, and we have to make sure they are competent before we release them to the production area to work inside this production area. So here are part of our training. We have external trainer coming in. We also sometimes send our staff outside for training. We have internal and also we have external trainer for all of our staff inside here. Also, we send our staff to Japan or Korea or China for training. This one especially for our supervisory level, engineer and above, we send them. But lately, we also send our operator because we want them to understand how to operate the machine. We send operator, but engineer mostly is on to get some information, knowledge whatsoever on this product, and then to teach our staff here in Sarawak. Besides that, as a safety precaution, we also have a fire drill exercise. Just in case of any fire happen, staff know where to gather, what to do, because we have so many, about 5,000 now staff here employed. And besides that, we have employed facilities where we have the canteen. We give free food to our staff. All our staff is at here, where we give them during day. There is a lunch and also dinner twice for day group and also night group. We have 4x2 shift, meaning we rotated working day and night non-stop. We have also transportation for those who don't have transport to go. We provide buses for them to come to work. Also, we have first aid room just in case they are not feeling well, so they can come to this. We call it first aid room in our facilities here. And then also we have for those who are sick, we allow them to take some rest at our sick bay here. And for those who is from far away, rural areas, we provide this hostel for them. For the ladies, we have this Sakura hostel, and also we rent also this shop lot for this our male workers, for them to stay. Those who don't have a place to stay in Kuching. And besides that, we also have sport activities where in Taiyo Yuden, we built this stadium. We call it Dato Kawada Stadium. It cost us about 1 million, and we donate it to the state government. But in terms of maintenance, it's still under Thailand. Now this one belong to Sarawak government, the state government already. And also we have industrial visit. Actually, if there is no COVID, maybe you can come over here like this shows inside here. These are some of students from Unimas, from Swinburne. Mostly we have from Swinburne. Then also beside that we have entertainment for them where we have every 2 years one time rotated. We have annual dinner and also family day. Example, this year we have annual dinner. Next year we have family day for all our staff. This is the things happening. This is our MD, Yoshio Akimoto from Japan during this annual dinner. We have a lot of activities inside here to entertain our staff who is coming during this dinner. We have also have this competition for this men and female. What we call this one, the who is the most prettiest one and the most handsome one. This one is the winner for last 2019 on this for female category. For male, I don't show the male one, sorry. This is our family day. We do it inside our kapak area. Just now, as shown, we have a big kapak, so we use that kapak to have the activities for during family days. So during these days, the family, they bring the family, they enjoy with the family. Then also they will have some time to have a look at the factory area also to see how we do our product at our showroom area. These are some business also OMG during family day. Besides that also we have activities on sport and recreation for our staff because we believe on good exercise. We reduce stress and build up a healthier staff to manufacture our product. Besides that also we are actively involved in CSR, corporate social responsibility. We do some function and we get collect money and we donate. Also we donate to this some of the organization which need donation. Besides that, blood donation, we are actually quite happy because we are a lot inside Samajaya. Every time donation, there is a lot of staff willing to donate, and we are rewarded by our Red Crescent a trophy as highest blood donation collected in Samajaya area. Almost every year we have this because of our population and because of the staff is very cooperative also. They really like to donate the blood for the others. That's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Is Mr. Ting here yet?
Yes, coming already.
Okay. So, thank you, Mr. Senior, for sharing us the information. And now we will open Q&A session. Feel free to ask any question regarding to the talk. And one more thing, Mr. Senior can't see the chat box. I'm really sorry for that. So you guys can unmute your mic to ask any question, or maybe if some of you can type in the chat box, and then I will help you guys to speak to the Mr. Senior.
Any question?
Hello, Mr. Senior.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a question. So for a large-scale manufacturers like Taiyo Yuden, and because of the current COVID-19 issue, how do Taiyo Yuden cope with this issue? Is there a work from home policy, or anything like that?
During the first one, we have the PKP. Some of our staff, especially working at office, we allow them to work from home. But now since we have the CMCO, the latest one, isn't it? Now, mostly all the staff is coming to the factory to work already. But we have to follow all to this COVID-19 preventive. Example, we have to wear masks every time during work. When we work 12 hours, this within 12 hours, we have to wear our mask, we have to sanitize, and we have to use clean our place. All those are enforced by this COVID-19. We follow, adhere to the rules and regulations.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Okay. Any more? On employment, also we have Mr. Ting here. If you any question on employment in TV whatsoever, you can bring up the question.
Hello, sir. So, actually, I'm now from Kuching, and I want to apply the internship at Taiyo Yuden. So, for the academic, for the staff, well, it also provide to the internal, or just for the staff.
Okay, I have my PhD on internship here. Maybe she can give you some ideas on internship. So your question just now is from outside from Kuching, can they apply internship in our organization? Is that the question?
Yeah, and also I need to find the hostel. So, well, the company provide the hostel. The hostel only provide for the current staff only.
Yeah. For intern, yeah, if you're outside from Kuching, yes, you can apply for the intern, but about the hostel, we're not providing a hostel for intern lah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Sunil?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you see the chat box? You cannot, right?
Chat box.
Cannot.
Yeah.
Cannot. Oh, okay. So I will just tell you, there's one student. He asked this question. Okay. What can an intern expect to do or experience in Taiyo? What they can learn by being an intern there.
Okay. For intern, actually, here it depends with the section that who requests for intern. So let's say you are from you are from the field of your field of study is mechanical engineering. That normally the section who request is system engineering and facilities management. So your job description depends and designed by the section itself. Yeah, mostly for system engineering, mostly for intern, they involve you with their project, like they help you to have knowledge and skills in terms of like solid software, and then like AutoCAD. They ask you to design the things that to help them in their project. For facilities maintenance, from what I know is they will bring you to see you follow the technician. Normally they don't want you involved with hands-on job, hands-on task, but they ask you to observe. Yeah, observe what the technician do every day. Yeah, like this.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Senior. I have a question. Do you guys take in fresh graduate engineer? What aspect are you guys looking for when fresh graduate applies?
We have Mr. Ting from Human Resource here to answer to your question.
Okay.
Okay. So in our company, we also taken the fresh grad as engineer. So depend the vacancy as well. If let's say the session requires a lot of vacancy, then of course we have taken the first graduate as an employee in our company. So in terms of aspect, mostly basically important is during the interview session. So first of all, you have to prepare yourself before coming, for clarity and confident in the interview session. Then you have a high possibility to hire as an engineer in our company.
I see. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
I saw there's one more question. The question is, may I know what are some examples in 2020 that utilize multi-layer capacitor?
Sorry, once again.
Sorry, the question is, may I know what are some examples in 2020 that utilize multi-layer capacitor?
Utilize
I think it's I know you guys already know the China already implement the technology advancement in terms of 5G. So our product also in the future, the capacitor will be in enforcement in the 5G area. So the capacitor will be high demand in the worldwide market in the future. 5G.
Okay, thank you. And there's one more question from the chat box. The question is, how does your company's products help to their technology development?
And now, actually, before that, we only produce a capacitor for electronic parts. Then after that, we produce also for automotive. Automotive meaning for cars, whatsoever, and also hospital, for the hospital equipment. That's why just now I mentioned we have the system of IATF 16949. That one is for automotive. Comply to that, then we can provide them our products for this hospital parts and also the automotive. That is the latest customer that we have.
Okay. There's one more question for Mr. Ting. So the question is, how many interns do you guys accept?
Yeah, the case is me, Masira. So interns is actually, yeah, like I said before, it depends on the request from our section, from different departments. So so far, but it depends also on the approval from our HR department. So normally we will take about 4 to 5 interns per batch. Yeah, that means that in a year, normally we will have 2 batch. Then normally per batch we will have 5 interns.
Okay, and there's one more question. How do you guys select who to interview? What is the criteria?
During interview, the section manager actually will interview you directly. So it is so you have to perform in front of them. So it is their and then they will evaluate you, and yeah, it depends on the section manager who involved during the interview.
Sorry, there's 2 more questions. One is, any words of advice for fresh graduate intending to work for Taiyo Yuden?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Any words of advice for fresh graduation intending to work for Taiyo Yuden?
Fresh graduate advice. So when you apply the vacancy, first of all is use a proper email. For example, using your name or your surname is better. Don't using the others like for example, carton name or car name to apply the vacancy, because right now in the market a lot of competent person to apply the vacancy. So then we receive a lot of resume. So to avoid any mistake, so it's better using your name and your email to apply the vacancy. It's a proper way. Then once you apply the work and call for shortlisted for interview, you have to prepare yourself. Okay, during interview, and also have do a surveying. Okay, surveying regarding the background of the company. You have to prepare yourself before coming. So during the interview, maybe asking what about you know the Taiyo Yuden. You have to answer, because some of them coming they do not prepare any preparation, then just coming for interview and just try them. So this habit try to avoid in the new generation. Then during the interview, because a certain trade will be like the rotating, so some of the like the gesture, I think in terms of during the when they're sitting there, they try to pushing the chair around. So this will make the confusing for the panel interviewer, because we want to look into the interviewee, how they react themselves, and also have high confidence in their communication, because we want to see both party communication. We want to get know better in terms of personal behavior. So this is advice.
Okay, and how is it like working in a Japanese company?
Japanese company? What do you mean?
There's a question from the chat box. I just repeat it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Then, it's not in the routine or.
I think maybe that person would like to know how do you feel when you enter a Japanese company compared to like an American company, like something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely the culture is different, okay. Japanese, they more look into communication, 5S, improvement, things like that. So to work in a Japanese company, they are very disciplined, okay. There might be many rules around, but it's for the different discipline and also safety purpose. So we must follow the rules first of all, and then time management. And they very emphasize on 5S, the cleanliness, discipline, and things like that. Okay. However, when something happens, for example, problems or things like that, we will look into the root cause. There will be no blaming each other. So we will not blame like this thing happened or it's this person's fault. We will look into what happened to the system. Anything goes wrong, and then we will sit down together and settle that problem together, so that it will prevent it from happening again. So this is a very good practice, which that person will not be like fear to admit he made a mistake, but he will just report that as what happened, and we will investigate what is the root cause causing that thing happen, and we will improve it from the system wide. Okay. In terms of benefit, Japanese, for example, this company is very stable. Okay, it might not be so market competitive, but it's in the marginal line. It's market average. Okay, we'll say benchmark to the market. Salary wise, in terms of salary, everything is market competitive. They will take care of all the staff. Okay, especially medical, insurance, and things like that. They will ensure that the staff are under a good care, especially for their safety to work at this workplace, and they comply to this CSR and EITC rules. Okay, and the salary payment also very on time. Okay. So the Japanese take care of the employee welfare very well, always on time and never delay any payment. So you will feel very stable and secure to work in a Japanese company. Expect a very high or huge salary like an American company. You might face a risk, something like retrenchment or things like that when the economy is not good. But Japanese company will not retrench anyone. It might be their very last step, you know. They will consider like cutting the cost, cut off the overtime claim or other expenses, other saving on, you know, on do some improvement rather than they just retrench people. So I would like to say that the Japanese company is very stable to work with in terms of system-wise, because they always move for improvement. So things were getting better and then better comparatively to previous year. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Is there any more questions? Okay, if there's no more question, I think we will end the meeting here. So thank you for Mr. Ting, Ms. Mashira, and Madam Elaine, and Mr. Sino for the talk today. We really appreciate it. And I think that's all from us. So sorry, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, if you haven't filled in the attendance form, feel free to fill. I will share it again.